Come on, stream. I need to set up my screens differently. Hello and welcome back. I'm B-Ball Joe and this is Derail Valley. I don't have anything to record tonight, so I figured I say hi with a quick stream. We're going to start with this. Driving some trains. If you've never seen Derail Valley before, it's a pretty cool train game. You get to drive trains with just a few controls, and it doesn't sound too exciting at first, and the graphics are fine, but you actually get to drive trains, shunt, do anything with trains that you want to do, and it's not super complicated up to the point where you actually have to manage the power and just the movement of your train. I mean the whole consist. And then you have a couple guys over here. You don't have to take contracts, but they will pay you something if you do take a contract. So let's do that. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to stay with this game. I may change my mind here in half an hour, 45 minutes. I don't know. We will see, but this is what we're starting with. I have no idea what our licenses are, so maybe I should figure that out. Click that button. Click the yes, that one, please. I own the train driver. Yes, I am a train driver. And a freight haul. And a DE2. That's the normal diesel train that I start with. I don't have shunting yet. Maybe that's something I will consider. The other one's concurrent jobs 1, so I can have 2 jobs at the same time. Train length, a little extra long. That is good. And I thought... Oh, multiple units, 30,000. How's my money going right now? So normally, or not normally, but this is a virtual reality game and I don't need the wallet there. And a, like, non-game. I'm playing with mouse and keyboard and it's just fine. But let's see, what should we do? I would like to make some money. Let's see what the biggest contract here is. I don't remember what the colors were, but freight haul, we can actually... Long one... FH. Let's see if we can get this one. Insert job booklet here. Ooh. Okay, I want this one. How do I do that? Not tab. It's been a while. Oh, the mouse wheel. Machine factory to iron ore mine east. 30,000. Yes, please. And if you go fast, you can actually get a little extra money. B50. This is a passenger station. It's not implemented yet. At this point, this game is in early access. And I have not been... wrong buttons. I've not been playing this since the last time you saw me, if you were hanging out. If you didn't, that's fine. Welcome aboard. If you did, welcome back. Yeah, let's see. B50. I hope it's one of these guys. Where are... I could look at the map and actually figure out where it is, but no. These are all C's. Okay. I believe F. F is... It's not lag, it's me actually teleporting forward because it moves you a little faster. Nope, not on this side. Just kidding. So it's skip because... Running around does take a little bit of time, and I don't necessarily want to just do that. Where are the B's on this side? Oh, B. Cool. 5-0. We're going to move the excavators. Sweet. And I have those 2 locomotives sitting here. I do not know. So I do remember that I moved them last time. What I don't remember is how much fuel we have left. Brake, engine, brake pipe, don't care, brake. Where is fuel? Oh, I may have paid for them to get repaired. How full are you? You are also full. Yeah, I probably paid for these guys. Okay, that's fine. Let's undo the brakes on all of this. Are you still connected? You are disconnected. Awesome. Just for completeness, get you turned on. Click, click, click. Turn. The other way? Oh, this one has to be on. Ah. The sound of an engine starting. And if you look at these controls, you may understand what I mean by you don't have that many controls to play with, but it works and it's fun. So that one's going. Let's do the same thing here, and then we could get going. maybe, just maybe. And I don't have multi-unit control, so I have to do this all manually, which is fine. Maybe I should figure out where I'm going first. So, job is saying we are going to iron ore mine east. Okay, I got it. Where's our map? Not station map, world map. Iron ore mine east. Where are we? Let's see. If I put you here, not that one, not that one. Yeah, sure, right there. Let me, there we go. Why would you place it like that? Anyways, we are here, Machine Town Factory, and we have to come out all the way here to the iron ore mine east. Let's pick that up because that's ridiculous. So we have to go south. We could go north. North may be easy, and honestly, I have not been north, I think, ever on my playthroughs. There is a bridge, but we will have to take... I would like to show you. I'd like to show you what I'm thinking of here. Put it down. Put it down. I still don't understand why it's doing that. So there's a bridge over here. You can barely tell that, but we have to take this little split pretty much anyways, because there are three ways that I see. We can go north, over here, let's zoom out a little bit. Over here, down, no, you can't see that. Through food factory in town, then take this little helix. Actually, we can weir off the helix and go all the way out here. That looks like we'll be backtracking. So no, we have to go down the helix, follow all these junctions, and make it all the way to the iron ore mine east. Is that the right one? I want to say yes, but triple check. Iron ore mine east. Yes, wonderful. So that's the one way. The other way is going south, split up here, which I can't. I would have to back up. So south, all the way here. Then go this way, this way, this way. We can't go to Goods Factory Town because there's another bridge or a viaduct there, so we would have to go for the helix anyway. So I think going north is our best bet. Let's do that. First we have to get out of this setup. If I actually put it in gear, we may actually move. Try that. Cool. So B50, those are the excavators over there. Normally, there aren't any extra cars on the rail, so I'm hoping that will be fine. Let me check something. Sometimes my YouTube studio will just not show me that there's something in the chat, and I feel like I'm missing something. Sometimes it is fine, but sometimes it's not. Let's double check. Yeah, that's what I thought. I see some of you are saying something. Let me refresh that thing. I would really like to understand why it's having these issues, because it really shouldn't. Hey, Anze, Hanako! Hanako, you're back. You're not hearing any game sound. I usually have it pretty low. I can turn it up a little bit. Let's see. Settings, audio, sound volume 20%. Try that. Let me check my thing. Don't see it. Ooh. Okay, I know what it is. I do know what it is. Let me fix it. Aha! Now it's way too loud, I'm sure. You are hearing me through the regular speakers today, which hopefully doesn't give you feedback, and if it does, please yell at me. Pretty please. Turn this back to 20, and we should be good. There's a locomotive, doing a locomotive thing. Okay, I'm not going to explain everything about this game, but if you've never played this before, there is a little swivel stick that you can use. It's called the comms radio. You point it at things, and you can use this for several different things. I'm pretty sure there's nothing on that side, so this should be fine. Put this away, go forward, and move it. Cool. Yeah, we want to get on the other side of those guys over there. We can get there from the other way. Yeah, that's fine. Pretty sure I didn't say stop. There we go. Mario! Glad it is much better, because I actually get to hear it without having my headphones on. That's not bad either. You should go left. Nice. 1L. There's nothing on there. We don't want to go too crazy on the speed, but 30, 40 is usually fine in the yard. So we go on. Yep, those are the excavators that we want. Don't worry about the graphics. It's really about playing and actually driving the train. The rest is side note, at best. So we have to go past here and then past the next switch, and then we go out here and just try to hit F5, B50. Yep, should be fine. Switches never really matter going this way because they will autocorrect if they are wrong. So we should be just golden. This is the track that we want to get on. This is the switch that we want to get to, so turn you off and hit the brakes. And if you're wondering why I'm driving two of these, you get twice the power, and if someone runs out of fuel, or if there's a big hill or something similar, you have a little extra juice. It's great. I love it. It does also add a little bit of an aspect for, switch that. Almost missed it. Also adds a little more of an aspect of making the game a little more complicated, which, well, complicated. You make it as complicated as you want. It's a sandbox game. I had a terrible conversation about that today. You play the game however you want to play it. You make it as complicated as you want, and you are the one that has to have fun with it. So we don't need this one, or this one. We need the third one. That one. Okay. Let's try to not ram into those. Usually going less than 10 is relatively safe. Just a little bit of brake. Don't hit the train brake, because then your brake pipes will fill with... There we are. Your brake pipes will fill up, and that will just slow you down for the rest of the trip. Or it will take a while until they recover. Oh, come on, let me do that. Yep, thank you. Okay, you get to couple these two. Connect those, turn this one on to through, and turn this one on. I think I'm remembering most of the things I need to remember. One of the things that I always forget is checking that I actually get what I want. CFF 683 is the first one, and then there should be 6 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can count. Impressive, huh? 5 and 6. And the last one, these should all be connected, I'm assuming that. The last one should be CFF 603. Now the numbers, and I'm just double checking there. The numbers usually don't matter until you start shunting, because once you start shunting, you have to move the cars around in the correct order. Oh, you can actually use the mouse wheel now to do this. Awesome. Let's jump in here quick, tell you release the brake. Jump in here and tell you to go. Oh, this is much better with the mouse wheel. So there's a little wheel slip there. Not helpful. Headlights, cap lights, you can see a little more. Honestly, not a lot. I believe this fan is not implemented yet. That's what I usually hear. You can turn things on like sand, other things, but really don't need that. Now, just for driving here, we should be fine going a good pace, and we should be able to just get out of the yard pretty easy. So we have a little time to talk. Hey, Luis, Brazil. You must be really close to my time zone, which is awesome. Welcome aboard. Have you played Derail Valley before? Has anyone that's watching played Derail Valley, or do you own it? Do you own it and have never played it? That's also a thing that happens. Happens to me a lot. Well, did happen to me a lot for a while. Don't worry, I'm sure I'm going to break something. Because once we're going uphill, and that 10 means I can go 100. So let's go 100. Let's go in there. And let's go in here. And let's say, get moving. And this is why we have 2 trains. Because now I can tell this train, hey, help the first train. Thank you. So we want to get up to faster than these things can go. Perfect. Give a little more. As long as we don't have wheel slip or wheel spin. Wheel slip. We are golden. Turn that all the way up there. Nope, some wheel slip. Ow! Cool. Mario, you don't have it. Andrew, you don't have it either. Okay, Sounder, hey from Australia. Haven't played it for months. Yes, and I've been waiting for an update, but there isn't an update yet. So here we are. Just every once in a while. It looks worse than Train Sim World, but it plays a lot better, I think. So there we go. Usually I go in between those. Hanako, riding a total train, huh? Yes! Just gotta take in the scenery and things. Let's go idle. Someone has to jump between the trains too. So 80 is what we can do right now, so let's get the train brake on a little bit. I am not a train... 5. Let's get the train brake on a lot of it. This will fill up the brake pipes. I'm not a train engineer, obviously. I'm a different type of engineer. But when you apply this thing, you push air through the brake system of all the wagons, not just the trains themselves or the locomotives, and that will slow down your wheels by actually pressing on it, or depending what system is running on it. And that won't release right away just because you turn off the air. The air actually has to retrieve, and then the mechanical components have to retreat, and then the brakes are released. So when you apply these and go uphill, right now we're going downhill, so it's all a lot faster. If you apply those going uphill, you will essentially stop the train, and that's not going to help anyone. Cool. We are speeding up again. I don't want that. Yeah, too fast. Because it is called Derail Valley for the reason that it's easy to derail your trains. I have never had a humongous explosion, but that doesn't mean it's not a thing that will happen. So we'll see how that goes. Brake reservoir and brake pipes. So when this one is full, means you are going, or you are able to go full speed. If it's empty, it means you have brakes applied. This is your brake reservoir. When I apply the brakes, and we'll try to look at that later, when I apply the brakes, it will actually empty the reservoir into the pipes of the train. And that's how it slows down. Personally, I think that stuff is fascinating. Learning something like that is pretty cool to me. Doesn't mean that you agree, but I like to do that. What are we doing? Overheating. Huh. Didn't think that would happen because we were going downhill most of the time. But this overheating is just a warning. Usually you want to point the units this way, and I'll show you... there's a little air intake right there. You want to point that forward at your main engine. This should go straight through because I've never been here before. Yeah, you want to point that straight forward so it takes more air in and cools down the engine. Very important. Yeah, I've never been here. Cool. Hey, this is hot and smoky. Ooh, there's a steam train. I can't afford driving a steam train yet, and you can't actually drive one until you get one of those, but steam trains, they are work! What is this? Iron ore? Cool. I've never been out here. They may have actually added this in an update that happened at some point, but cool. I like it. There's another tunnel coming up. And so far, everything is pretty easy. Our temperature is fine. Our speed could probably... There's 70 coming up. Let's take our speed and increase that just a little bit. And then I can read more of the chat again. Because I like interacting with the chat. It's fun. It's great. How's everything doing? It's fine. Only 40, which means we're going a little uphill now. Mario, yes. Hanako, first time seeing this game, essentially. It is really fun. And you can do whatever you want to do. There are different types of contracts that you can do at all times. That's what I started with. You just pick whatever you want and you go with that. The later or the more advanced you get in the game, the bigger the contracts and the bigger the consists, which means you make more money, but you also have more risk, like fuel tanks and all that stuff. That gets dangerous at some point. It's really heavy, and you can only move it with either putting a lot of the trains that I have here, like these little shunters, together. Or there are two other trains. There's one other diesel loco that's huge, and then the steam engine. Both of them are pretty cool to drive, but you need to buy a license for them, and it takes a while to get that money for the license. There are shortcuts in the game for getting money faster. I'm just not a fan of that. It's essentially there's one route that's super profitable all the time, and you can just do that route every time you want to make money, and there you go. You just do that for a while, and then you have money. Yep, we have a horn. Headlights. Oh yeah. NJ, let's see how many time zones we have watching. Poland is here. Poland is UTC -2. Is that right? I think you and my home country are in the same one. So one, we have Brazil, which may be Central Time, and maybe different just a little bit. Sounder looks a bit more forgiving than it used to be. Maybe. Oh, why is the tunnel overloading my encoder? That is rude. That should not be a real issue. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look down for a second, so the encoder can figure out what it's wanting to do. I did not realize that the encoder does so much on the video, but there we are. Try this again. Sometimes I get a little warning there, but we're also going really slow. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, let's go back there. Oh, you're overheating hard. Let's turn you off. Yeah. Woo! We're back out in nature. Hope everything will be better. Stream? No! Think everything is fine? I hope everything is fine. Yeah, and this is why you have two trains. Because if I had one train, I would only be able to go really slow most of the way all the time. If I have two trains, why is this? I'm pretty sure I turned this on earlier. If you have two trains, you can usually have one cooling down for a little bit, the other speeding up, and then mix it up a little bit. And that helps you get to wherever you want to go faster, but you have to make sure that you actually do the controls the way you need them. Where is world map? That's what I want. We are, wow, we have barely made it a quarter of the way? Yeah. This job is maybe done better by a larger train, but not right now because I cannot afford one. You. No wheel slip. So go that way, looks good. Look out that way. Yep, everything's still on. I hope those are 6. Sometimes I think there are 5 cars when they're really 6, so I think we're fine. For now, at least. What is... Someone just rang. But it looks like it's pretty straightforward for a little while. What is this doing? You are trying to overheat again, so let's put you on 1 notch. That should help. You cool down just a little bit, and this one continues to cool down faster as long as it's in the front. But it says only go 40, so put you notch 2. We are a little over 40. I think we should be fine. We may be fine. And a UTC +1 for half the and UTC +2 for the other half, actually. That is weird. I thought daylight savings time, or whatever you want to call it, translates, but maybe it doesn't. Why is it so laggy? It really should not be an issue. It must be the Windows update that happened recently. I jumped out of the train there for a second. Let me... 5. Let me try to fix it. Now, I really appreciate this UI. I looked at that just before the stream started, and I was just like, wow, this is... I like having the string value of whatever you're looking at in front of you, but also having like the slider that tells you if you're already at the end. Because a lot of times I go into games and I'm like, wait, this is on high already. Is it the highest, or is ultra high, or is very high the highest? You know, like just different different values, but it's really easy to see where you are, and I like that. I appreciate that. Just turning down the UI a little bit so my stream is not suffering, because I saw it lagging just on my preview. so I'm sure it's not perfect for you guys to see. What are we doing here? Not 50. That's what we're doing. I really like they implemented the mouse wheel control, where you just have to point at something, and if it's highlighted, you use the mouse wheel instead of moving your little bit of your like actual hand movement. If you don't move it far enough, like this much, I moved it now. Or maybe they just made it more granular in general. For a while, if you only moved it for a little bit, it was never enough because it would just swing back. That way you could tickle the engine a little bit to go a little faster, but it would never do exactly what he wanted it to do. So you tell me if that's good or bad. There's a 40, a little hump coming up. We're not doing 40 yet, so we are doing just fine. Let's hop out again. This is too loud when I'm out here. Please let me know. I thought two, but apparently it changes. Probably something I said that I already forgot what I said then. They fixed the water. Ready. Yeah, when I started playing this, way before I started streaming, the landscape was not this. It was a lot flatter and a lot more nothingness, and compared to that now, it's actually pretty neat, I gotta say. I don't have to say anything because I bought this game. I gave him Kickstarter money or early access money, whatever you want to call it. 90. Woo, downhill. Woo, go. Yeah, wheel slip is fine. And normally you don't want wheel slip too much because that actually means that you have to pay more maintenance fees later on if you scratch all your surface away. 70 coming up, that's fine. But it also means if you have wheel slip going up a hill, you're actually not going to move. So you actually have to manage that. So you have a little bit of sand, but there's only a certain 2 tons of sand is available. When you use it and you're out, you're going to be out and you're not going to move anywhere if you're slipping again. There are several mountains on the whole map. Let's see, can I show you that? It's hard to see on here, but there's a lot of up and down just going on, like Goods Factory and Town on the right by the coal mine. That goes downhill. Harbor and Town is the steepest downhill, and you cannot... It's really hard to pull out of there with just one of these shunters, even when you have a reasonable amount of cargo. So, yeah. You get to finagle around with a lot of things a lot of times. It's actually really, really fun. Once these guys overheat, and I will probably get there eventually, they will actually start smoking and the engine will turn off. And you have to hope that you can turn it back on before it's too late. You also have to hope that your brake reservoir is filled, so you could actually brake when you have to. 60. We're doing 50. We're doing fine. It looks like the temperature is going down. Well, the temperature is not going up, which is perfect for what we need. I think when we get to the mine where we're going right now, that temperature, yeah, now it's flashing. So this will turn off pretty soon if I don't manage it. This fan doesn't work. I think, yeah, it's still on. Just making sure. I'm sure I missed a speed signal somewhere. Let's turn this down because I don't know what's coming up. Look at our world map. No, it's still pretty straight. We should be able to go this speed for a little while longer. I think they changed the sensitivity on the engines. They overheat a lot faster than what I'm used to. Usually it could go in the middle notch for a really long time before it did anything funky. That's okay. Change the game up until it's final, and when it's final, still change it up to make it interesting. I'm okay with that. Ooh, tea. Yes. Haven't had tea in a while because I haven't recorded in a while because I'm in the process of moving and going on vacation and other things. So if you are a regular on the channel, you may have seen my community announcement for the schedule. Everything up until middle of July, not middle, first week of July is pre-recorded and ready to go. I just had to do it that way because otherwise I would have potentially not been able to record anything starting this weekend. So I wanted to be prepared, and we are ready to go now. Yeah, yep, yep. That's all I got. I'm really confused why this thing is moving like that. Power fuse, you look happy. You shouldn't go up in heat. I'm glad I didn't do 2 jobs at the same time, because we would have not been able to move two jobs, meaning more cargo at the same time of these 2 locomotives. 50, yep, we're going downhill, so this one can turn off. You go on the lowest notch, because downhill means we shouldn't have to waste any fuel. And those are all things you have to pay for. The maintenance stuff. Let's see what's out here. Yeah, this game has come a long way. I'm excited for passenger service to be implemented. They haven't said anything for about 3 months now, which makes me think they're building something different than what they have. Well, different than what they have. Something that's not currently... Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah. The first derailment? It can't be. Can't afford a re-railing and finish the job. Consider discarding it to trash bins. You can take another. I do think I can re-rail for a little while. Wow, this train stayed on. Yeah, that must... What? Yeah, sure. Pay us more. Yeah, that's all fine. And I think the rail... I didn't mean to, but I think we were going downhill and then it just started doing something silly. Okay, let's fix this, because we can. I heard at some point in the game they will implement... let's put the brake on there. Let's put the brake on here. Finish your sentence. Okay, I will. At some point in the game, they will implement a rail crane, where you actually have to go out and use a rail crane to re-rail your stuff. But for right now, the comms radio has a not clear re-rail. I would like to re-rail that one for 680. All right. I guess that's what I have to do to make this work. Connect all these guys. You belong. Oh, come. Okay, let's fix this first. I don't want to have the 2 locos be disconnected, so first that, then hoping it still runs. We have a problem. Oh wait, I turned them all the wrong way. Oh, that's the sound I wanted. Yes, excellent. Go a little backwards, please. That's the amount that I want from you. Perfect. I was worried there. I don't want to do this job with just 1 loco. That's just too slow and too stressful. Can't see anything. Did I do it? Nope. You go there. Cool. Do this one. Get those connected. You should have been already down. You're good. This one is the next one. I have a feeling I have to re-rail you in a way that... you need more space is what I'm saying. Let's hop in here. Loosen this brake. Go here. Loosen this brake. Should go that way. Just a tiny bit. Tiny bit more. This is all fine. Oh, I see. I can't. Because even though I can't re-rail this thing here, we're still connected, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you won't let me. The earliest you will let me is out there, so we have to disconnect this guy. Alright, fair enough. You go away, you go away, you click. You do that, you do this, that means now you should be braking. Aha! Okay. This time, no problem. See? Give a little bit of room. Just a dab. Yeah, service breaks. Everything's broken. That's fine. Now, you! No, let me re-rail you right here. Is it obvious that I never had to re-rail the whole train? I always just have to re-rail a little bit of the cargo? That's it? Yeah. Let's say... here? Anicito! Hey man, love Workers and Resources video. If you're into train stuff, you should definitely check out Mashinki. Great indie game. I heard about it. I am very intrigued by the thumbnail that I always see about it, and then I see the actual game, I'm like, huh. It is not the style that I would have expected it to be, and it's not quite what I like to play. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Just making sure the other cars are all on the rails and not derailed. Looks good. Take that away. Let's jump forward. Get to you. Let's just collect those two parts of the consist. And to be clear, we will have to pay for the damage that I just did to those cars, but I think that is fair. So you... Nope, I didn't mean that. I'm going to go forward with the lowest notch. That's gonna go bad. Nope. Everything is fine. You don't need... I'm trying to say something. I'm trying to say that you don't need to be stopped to do this. And I think you can actually do a little shunt yard where... Oh, come on. Let me up here. You can do a little shunt yard where... That one, those are fine now. Filling up the brake pipe. So this is why we're stopping right now, because the brake pipe is empty. You can do a little shunt yard where you just push all the cars that are uncoupled with brakes unlocked over a little hill, and then they will roll down wherever you want it. Big shunting yards have that, and I think it's super cool. At this point we should be moving. Oh, we're already in the back here. Okay, got it. I didn't think we were close enough yet, but we obviously are. Connect all of you. Open you up, open you up. And honestly, that should be all we needed. Making sure that this one is still open. Yep, they're all open. Cool. Stop pushing that way. Go the other way, don't need brakes. Half speed for you, full speed for you, and we are rolling again. But yes, Mashinki has always been, like, I love the previews, I love the thumbnails, I love what they do there, and I love the idea. It sounds like it's very, you can make it very complicated, but it's just the top-down. I've only played OpenTTD for 20 minutes. I tried it and I didn't like it because of the UI, because of the graphics, and I think Mashinki is very similar to that when you actually get into the game, at least what I saw, so I never got around to getting that one. That's all. That's the only reason. I'm okay with Workers and Resources for trains for right now. They take enough time to figure out. Okay. We made it... how far? Halfway? No. About a third of the way with the first crash. Let's see what else happens. What's coming up there? 60. We are 60. Cool. That should be fine. You look fine. I just don't want to overheat you again. Although the front unit should be... I can't see anything. Should be better at not overheating them. We are speeding up too much. Slow down. So... Oh, because the unit behind us is still pushing. Okay, let's do that. You slow. Brake. Brake more. There we go. That's the brake pipe getting stuff. Much better. So this unit, we're doing 50. Now we can go 70 again. That's nice. Release those brakes, please. And half speed. How are we doing on fuel? We are almost half out of fuel. We may not make it out to the mine to actually get this done. Wow. Lower in-game sound. Yes, sir. Will do. Can do right now. Go to 10%. If that doesn't work, I have other ways to make it quieter even. Let's see how it looks on my thing. That should help. If that doesn't help, let me know. I'll fix it more. Okay, what are we doing here? Too fast. I don't like that sound. Think we're doing okay. So the first time you go through any yard in this game, it is set up so that you get the through track. That's why I'm not worried about it. If I would have done anything in this yard already, I would have been screwed because I would have had to switch all the switches to the right directions and the right rail, and that means I would have had to slow down really hard. So when you're done with something in the game, it actually affects the next time you come back, unless there's an update from the developers, where you have to think about, wait, how can I get through this without screwing myself? Which I think is pretty cool, that your actions actually matter throughout the game. Now, you're the only one that plays this, but once passenger trains are a thing and passenger stops are implemented, because the passenger stops exist, but you just cannot take on any passengers right now. Once that happens, getting through stations starts to matter a lot more. The only thing that gets respawned are the cars, and the locomotives are respawned too. But those are on sidetracks most of the time, or in the switchyard. So you still have to think about that one through track. Don't put something on there that you don't want. Also, don't put cars on a sidetrack that you may have to use later, because that will make your life really complicated. I think we're going a little too slow for my taste, so speed this up a little bit with that guy. So this is blinking at me. That means somewhere is a valve not open. I just can't see where that valve is. I hope it's just this train is not connected, because that would make my life okay. But it may be a different one too. They're all open, so we should be slowing down and speed. Well, those are just brake pipes. We should be okay, but maybe we're not. I don't know. This is saying there's something wrong with one of the brake pipe connections. There's a 3 coming up. Take you off. Take you off. You're fine there. But it looks like our brakes are actually applying, so I'm not sure what the real problem is. This looks like it's just a turn. We're gonna go up to that bridge. That's the helix that we're gonna go around here, and it will be great. World map again. So we are close to the helix. We're going to want to stay left and left. Okay, see what we can do here. Am I the only train on tracks? Currently, yes, but everything is also single-tracked. They are talking about, I think the roadmap somewhere was talking about adding multi-track. Okay, so I think that's the problem. This train should be connected to the rest of the guys. So if I speed this one up, it should put the right pressure in there. But yes, for right now, I'm the only... That's right. That's right. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. I'm the only train on the track for right now. But they may implement something different down the road, which would be pretty cool. If signaling and those things, I think even a time schedule for passenger trains are been talked about, or I've seen talk about that, but that's also been a really long time ago, so it may not be an actuality anymore. You are just fine. Yeah, I would like to know where this thing is. Alright, get the swivel stick out, set you to switch, and let's see where the next switch is. We want to stay left. Okay, probably after the turn. Only going 30. Can we go a little more? Nope, not right now. I'm sure at some point there will be a hill where I actually have to figure out where this brake problem is, the reason why that thing is flashing, but that hill is not right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we are. Nope, don't want to go right. I want to go left. Thank you. The next switch doesn't matter, but then there's a switch after that. That one we have to turn left again. 40, 40, 40, 40. Almost 40. Everything's coming along nicely. Let's check this. So that one looks fine. Can I get... kind of? This one is the only one that could be wrong, but... Don't fall off your wagons. No, these all look fine. I don't understand what their problem is. Okay, there's another switch coming up. Not for a little while. We're gonna cross first. So, temperature looks fine there. Temperature looks excellent here. It's weird that the temperature changes are not as extreme anymore as at the beginning, but I guess we had more hills. Now we will start to go up. So, give that one a little more. Give you a little more. Trying to listen to the trains, what they're doing. It won't help if it's spinning. We won't go any faster if it's spinning. What you can do is tickle it like this, where it just goes a little faster all the time. And usually you can get one extra notch if you turn the sand on. But not two. But one. Now, one thing I don't know, which will be interesting to note, is if the sand that I drop here in the front loco affects the traction of the back loco. That would be cool if it does. But I would highly assume that it doesn't. Okay. You come back. 40 is coming up. Comms radio is right here, and we will see what that happens there. What could possibly go wrong again? On 45 and a 40. As long as we're slowing down, we're doing fine. Turn off the brakes. Find the switch that's coming up here. We want to go left. It's set to left. Okay. So, and we're overheating, so that is nice. Let's tell this guy to just keep doing its thing. Cool. We're only going 30, but we are going uphill, so that's somewhat expected. And we could technically go up to 80 now, but that's not going to happen. Not with one of these, pulling up these excavators. Those are heavy. What's the weight? I think the job actually tells you what the total weight is. Time bonus 64 minutes, sure. Train value, something. Train mass, 138 tons and 108 meters long. Yeah, there's some extra stuff that the devs thought about. I thought that's pretty cool. Heat will be a problem in just a second, so... Give me the lowest notch so we don't stop. You're doing fine. Give me 2 notches up, and we're just gonna crawl up the hill for a little while. Don't worry about the red blinking lights, they're just there as a decoration. Ha! I wish there are only a few lights in this cabin that they actually all mean something. And again, I think that's pretty cool. That it tells you that and that it shows you that. I would like to know... Like, this is a little weird. You have to turn all three on and have to make sure that the red one is up before you can turn it on instead of just having one switch. Because I don't think that these two do anything else in the whole train. Which is a little... It's a little miss. I think if they have it there, they should actually have it do something else. That's all I would want. But the way it is fine. Speed you up. Yep, we're coming. Coming through. We're in the tunnel now. There's a parking garage at work where I sometimes have to park, where there's only one way down and one way up from the basement, and there's a big sign that says, "Please honk before you enter so you avoid crashes." It's completely blind. You can't see anything, so you just honk in this small parking garage to go downstairs or upstairs. It's a great system. So that's what we're doing here, just announcing that we're really close to, that we're in a tunnel. 40, that's nice. I would really like to know which brake is not working. It has to be one in between here, but I can't see them. And we're speeding up again. Nope, we're not. Just doing fine. Just fine. No worries. It's all good. Fuel! Yeah, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna need to get a third locomotive out here. Where are we? World map. We are... maybe we barely make it? If I make it into the correct siding right away, that would help. Still saying 40. So you are at about a third left, approximately. You are at a lot more left, so maybe we'll be fine. Give you a little more, make you do a little less. That should all work out. Yeah, get your heat down. Apparently we're on a steeper hill now than we were. Oh well, that happens. Oh, come on, let me go. That's why I want the big steam loco or the bigger other diesel train, because they don't have a problem with this. They will just go. And if you don't want to go that route, you can also go multiple units, which is what these little blue... I can't show you from here. They're little blue dangly lines that I can't currently access because I don't have the license, but those let you connect these shunter units all together, so instead of having to jump between the trains, like I'm doing right now, you can control all of them from one train. We're overheating pretty hard. Give me at least a 2-notch, please. How are you doing? You're overheating a little less, but I really don't want to remove any more juice, any more power, because then we're going to stop. Going 20 up the hill. Wow. I hope we're not going uphill from here on out, because that's a slow ride. At least we can't derail that way. That's helpful. 80. You can go up to 80 here. We're going 23? That's not helpful. Temperature going down over here? I think so. You won't go down if I put you that notch. I know that much. Pretty sure about that. Yeah, we were down there not too long ago. Made it all the way up here. You ever play Transport Fever or something similar? Where you can build helixes more like this with the bigger curves? It's fun. It's fun if you actually have a reason to make this inefficient rail layout where you have to go all the way around to get to a point that's just a little above you. But it's fun to make. Especially when it looks good. I'm gonna guess we're gonna go uphill, or we're not gonna go downhill anytime soon. That's fine. We're not overheating anymore, we're just burning fuel. That's whatever it is, that's fine. I do feel that because of the brake situation, we are not gaining as much speed as I think we should. Which actually... Here, let's do this. Go full stop, figure out what our problem is. Because the 2 trains should get us there faster. So, nope, that's good. This is good. My guess is it's between these 2 trains. Yep. You are wrong. You are right. And if I go up here first, that blinky light, no longer blinky. Which should mean we should move faster now than we were a second ago. That also explains why this handle didn't feel like it was making much of a difference. Brake pressure up. That's good. That should release us. I guess I don't have to be zoomed in that far. And there we go. Wow, it's been a 1-hour job. Oh, I guess, yeah. The job actually tells you how long it thinks you will take. 64 minutes. Steam had a 9-minute start, so we've been at this for about 50 minutes. 55, 56. Okay, yeah. Get this done. And then we'll see what we'll do. No, no spinning. Rude. You're still okay on the temperature. I don't think crashing this hurt the horsepower or the power in general of the locomotive, so that's okay. Is 80 speed limit or a challenge? Well, it's a challenge for me for sure. The bigger trains can go 200 and they don't care. you actually have to control them a lot more, and you have a lot smaller windows to see all these signs from. ETS vibe, yeah. Yeah, ETS on train. I can see that. There's actually loading and unloading that can manually do once I do shunting. Maybe I get to show you. I don't know, it's already 10:16. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But there's unloading and loading too. It's usually a big loading crane that does it for you. But you still have to click some buttons and tell it what to do. So, yeah, it's ETS, ATS style a little bit, just for a train. I'm cool with that. That works. Are we coming up on a switch? Yes, and we want to stay left again. Got it. 50. What are we doing? Not 50. Not even close to 50. I really hope our fuel is going to take us there, but at this point I think we could get close. I hope we get close at least. Doesn't matter. Normally at this point I would ask how's everyone doing, but the chat has been pretty quiet, which is fine. Okay to be shy, but if you're not shy, how are you doing? Heat. Yes. Left. Perfect. Different question. What is everyone's favorite game? Just curious. I don't know if that means I'm gonna play it if there's a lot of people saying the same game, but what's everyone's favorite game? Mine is currently Workers and Resources, and has been that way. Whoa, overheated. And it has been my favorite game for probably the better part of the last half year. It's a love-hate relationship. Just at the beginning, it's terrible because it's so hard to learn. But then you get into it and understand what all the different knobs do, and eventually you understand it, and then it's just like, oh my gosh, you can do so many things. And that's awesome. That's why that's my favorite game. But Captain of Industry has a chance when it comes out and when they do it right. Okay, fuel's a problem now. So we'll see how that goes. I know you haven't been able to play that yet, but when it comes out, definitely give it a try. I'm not sure if they're bringing out a demo, but they are on a pretty good path to a pretty good game. Wow, we're still kind of hot. Well, the brake system problem that we had earlier didn't really make a big difference. What is there? There's another switch coming up. What's that switch? Where is it going? I need to go left again. Okay. Comms radio. Thank you. Don't get me up to there too fast. Yeah. Yep. Just making sure that my chat is still doing the thing that I need it to do. Because too many times it foiled my conversations. Wow, you're not in good shape, buddy. But we are going uphill here for sure. So there is that. You can help a little more now. Help, please. Wrong button. Click F. F for teleport. That makes sense. Oh, wow. Even with the help, we're barely just keeping our speed. Interesting. So going up to this ore mine, you should only do when you have one of the big locos. Got it. But on the way back, it's a racetrack. It just means we're going to derail more. Can you imagine derailing down here? If it's actually, you can actually derail down here. With a nice loaded fuel train or whatever you want to carry that day. Yeah, that's a thing. That's why it's called Derail Valley. If you watch any of their videos, they always stop with a train derailing. It's great. Totally worth it. It's expensive when you do that because there's not really a save option. It's all life save, autosave. The only way to go backwards in a save is to make a backup on your file system and then restore whatever files you restored there. It's also the only way to restart the career mode that I'm in right now. I don't think that's a bad thing, honestly. It's just a thing that they are doing. And that's what it is. Cool. Oh. You are turned off. That makes sense. At least it's cooled down all the way, but it got too hot, so it just turned itself off. That's what they do. This one will do the same pretty soon, but I hope we have you a little longer. Left. Thank you. That would have been bad. I don't want to go back up on this thing. That's not going to be fun. Okay, you can slow down a little bit. This one can do more of the work. And then I have to start figuring out where I need to take this stuff. Favorite game is a bit of too broad question. Each time a different game might come to mind, depending on what one happened to play or think about recently. There are also many different genres. Yes, but I only care about right now, so that's my qualifier. So right now, what do you feel like? It can be totally different tomorrow. For me, it's a little more static with workers and resources most of the time. Every once in a while I feel transport fever, just to jump in there to do a little more, not easier, same with City Skyline. I like to pick that up every once in a while. I just picked up Gold Rush, the game. That is actually kind of surprisingly fun. ETS2 was fun for 10 hours. I'm not sure if I'm going to play it much more than that, but Workers and Resources has been my favorite for a while, but that may change. Where it's hard to compare games between genres, like The Witcher 3 is a great story-focused game, Workers and Resources is a great economic game, but you can't say which of them is better than the other. Again, I'm not asking what is better, I'm asking what's your favorite right now. That's the only qualifier I want to add, because it's just an opinion, it's not a broad spectrum analysis. GTA. Gosh, I haven't played that since Xbox? That's GTA 5. No, well, isn't there a joke that they haven't brought out any new games in a very, very long time? It's always GTA 5 for the last, what, 6 consoles? 5 consoles? I don't know. Okay, so we are coming up on where we want to go. We still have some fuel left. Let's turn off our engine so I can figure out what we actually need to do. Because there's a switch coming up and I don't know where we are going. We want to go Iron Ore Mine East, C4I. We're not going to make this. Here's what we're going to do. Heartbreak. And then not train basics. No, train station. Yes. We want Iron Ore Mine West. It's the next one. No, it's this one. Wrong button. Please hold. World map. Iron Ore Mine East. That's where I'm going. Is that what my job says? Iron Ore Mine East. I am E. C4I. Okay. C4I. Okay. Let's see. So this is the whole yard. I'm coming from the south side. So I need to go left and then right, right. Is that right? Reading these schematics sometimes is complicated for me. So south yet. So left, right, right. C4I. That's where I want to go. Got it. Give you a little juice. Give you a little less. Get our comms radio out and say left, please. If you weren't following that, it's just after a little while you start reading those and it's like all you have to do, the main thing you have to do is figure out where north and south is, and they're actually, it's oriented the right way. North is up, and then you have to figure out where your current train location is. And then you should be able to figure out where you have to go. Oh, GTA roleplay? Yes, I can see that. I'm not dedicated enough. Like, there's a... Oh, there's a big diesel train. Great. Let's fix this quick. I want you right. You're right and you're right, and then we just have to park there. Great. Yeah, this big diesel train would have no problem going anywhere. It's great. But I don't have money for that yet. It's like 200,000, and I cannot afford that. Yes, no, GTA roleplay, I can see that. One of the channels that I always watch and don't watch, and it's another game, Farming Simulator, and FS22 is coming out. I'm kind of excited for it. I think I only have a 10 episode series on my channel. It just wasn't resonating with anyone, which is okay. Am I gonna make it? Wow, nice. I think that should count. Disconnect you, and disconnect you. And you. Trains, actually let's turn you off. Hit the big red button, little red button. Sorry, I'm distracting myself, but I'm getting back to what I'm trying to say. Daggerwin, Farming Simulator. He has an awesome survival roleplay series that he has been running for the last 3 years. I really, really consider doing something like that, but I am not dedicated enough to a fake persona, which is what you're doing when you're doing roleplay. You're not yourself, you're also playing other people. I am just not dedicated enough to do that, which is a shame. Yay, I did it! Base payment. Are you giving me extra? Penalty. Time bonus. Wow, almost doubled that. Minus only 10,000. That's not terrible. I'm gonna still have to just pay that. So this, I don't... Yeah, give that to my wallet. Wallet. There we go. Oh, fees. I need to pay 1,550 to clear all my fees, or I just take a new train. I think the only thing I can't do is buy new licenses, and I don't think I have money to buy licenses anyways. Freight haul, no. Shunting, yeah, if I want to do shunting, I would have to fix my fees. See what you guys are doing. Hanako, well, lately enjoying Creeper World series. CW4 is the latest, but CW3 looks good and plays fun even if it has 2D graphics, but it doesn't have trains, so probably not your type. I wouldn't go there. Trains are fun, but I like the network building. However you get there, it's fine with me. I don't want to use those two. Let's just see what jobs we have here. Maybe we have a quick job that we can run somewhere. So, trains are not a requirement for me, but they are nice to have. Iron ore mine west to steel mill. That's where we just came from. No, that's not where we came from. It's more in the middle. Steel mill, steel mill. Long 2. Can't do a long 2. And this is what you need the big freight locomotive for. How do I... No, it's not what I want. I forgot how to put them down. R? Yes. What's this one? Shunting. I don't have a shunting license. Iron ore, steel. I think logistics hall. Can I do logistics hall? Let's see. Shunting, manual service, logistics hall. Nope, 20,000. I think logistics hall is something that has to be empty. So I can do freight. And that's it. So all I can do really is take something to the steel mill. Let's do that. Why not? Before I start, let's read though, because the time starts when you put it in the job validator. So yeah, no, but 2D graphics are also a lot of games I am considering a throwback Thursday, or maybe just playing a game. I found Dungeon Keeper on the Origin store for $5. It was one of my first games that I ever played, and I loved it. It's probably so, and there are no trains either, so don't tell me that. Same with Settlers 2 and Settlers 1. I don't think I've seen Settlers 1 anywhere, but I heard Settlers 2 is somewhere available, and I just have to look for it. So those are something. Anacito, speaking of great games, Stardew Valley is one of them. I just bought it for $5 for my phone. And to me, it feels more like a phone game than a computer game, but I understand it has a big following. A lot of people like it. Do this. Hold on. Go there. You're telling me, denied. Taking jobs has been suspended until your debt is reduced. Pay some fees that you can't afford to continue. If that is the case, we're gonna go shunt. Oh, come on. I would like to... How do I throw? Controls, please. Nope. Nope, 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 maybe. Controls. Oh boy. Jump, move, crouch, sit, teleport, zoom, throttle, train brake. Interesting. I could use those keys to do all the things, but that's lame. Take, use, scroll, flip, control, interaction, inventory. Drop item is G. Okay. Aha! Knew there was a way. So I have to pay my fees. That is 15,000. Press confirm. Press wallet. Wallet. There you are. Click there. Say yep. And I guess do that one. And everything is paid because now my copay was achieved. Cool. Let's get a Shunter license so we can do that. This also increases my copay by a lot, so there's that. It's not always a good idea to just get all the licenses, but I would like to do something different than driving up and down a hill. So, what do we have here? We have shunting for 9,000 and that 1,000. This is the guy that we just got. Let's read a little more. What we got here? CW1, yeah. CW1, as it pretty much looks very early prototype of CW3, but lately I've also discovered CW2, in spite of looking outdated, also has its own value. A lot of good games just keep their value, it doesn't matter how they look, but right now I play a lot more games that I can record and that are enjoyable to watch than just to play games, if that makes sense. Okay, CI4. Oh, that's almost lame. Everything goes to A1L. Okay. I'm gonna do this thing where I try to read and complete this thing at the same time. It's not gonna go well. Those all connected. That is nice. Are you connected? Yep, you're all good. I hope we only need one train for this, so... Also, where am I going? A. There's only one L, so I could go straight. Alright, straight and right. Got it. Forwards. Forwards. Undo brake. I'm sure this one has the brake on. Because I just fixed them, not because I did it. When you fix them with the automagic one, instead of... There are turntables where you can actually repair your vehicles, and it's a little cheaper, but I didn't want to spend time on that right now. Comms radio. Yes, where is the next one? We want that one to go right. Perfect. Not hard at all. So, yes. Just stop and say, hello, B-Boy, keep up. Flaccid Package, hey, nice to see you. I have seen a lot of your comments. I do see all comments, I should say. But I do remember a few of your comments. You have a very memorable name. That is 1A, 1L. Perfect. Want to go on there? There should be an unloading... a way to unload somewhere. We'll see how that goes. Oh, it's right there. It's the unloading thingy. No, this is the repair thingy. Oh, cool. I could have done that. Now I know. But actually there's a thing about Creeper World where technically it's an RTS and some would say tower defense, but would actually don't enjoy either of those games. I do enjoy CW, and that is wonderful. Everyone enjoy the games that you want to enjoy. I do know that this is where I have to go. What I don't know is where the unloading thingy is. So let's run around. Unloading thing, right here. That's where we need to go. Actually, does it let me do it from there? Yep, I'm already inside the thing, so this is just taking all the excavators off. Even though I'm way over here, but I guess it allows you for really, really long trains. So now all the excavators are gone. And now I have to figure out something. Because, I don't want that. Go away. Where's the other job? This one. Now, 683... 902. 683 is this one. 902 is that one, and then this one should be 598. Need to go to B1S, but the other three need to go to C1S. C1S, I believe, is behind us. Let's see. Station map. Yes. So go back. And then C1S is left. No. We come from this side. Right, right, right. Okay. And I want to do it this way because I don't want to switch my my not my directions, but the locomotives. So this way I can just drop off the end of the train and don't have to worry about the front of the train. I guess I do have to turn this one. No, I don't have to turn that one on. Let's just go backwards. You, and you can go that way. That is fine. I'm probably going too fast already, but that's okay. That one is set. This one, too much. Let's do this real quick. I will read more in just a sec. Just have to figure this out. You go there. You go there, and now that should be on 1S, and there is already something on here, but that's okay. That can be connected. This is why I said I thought I was going too fast already. So slow down. Slow down more. Wrong button. Slow down too much. Thank you. One notch. And there we go. Ah, beautiful. It's working. Love it when a plan comes together. Get a little faster. Because once we bump into the other cars, it should be pretty... They should just stop us. It should not take any of our input, really. A little more. Up to 10 is usually safe. There you go. That should be fine, and honestly, I don't even have to be in the train for this. 3 cars are already in there, so we can just go up here, disconnect that, turn that off. And here's the cool thing. If you disconnect them, and this thing is open, it will stop. If you close it, it will roll. So this should be good. Those are the 3 that we cared about. There's no status for the current mission, so you gotta watch out for that a little bit. Get you going, because I believe, if I remember right, not wallet, this job, the other one wanted to go to B1S, and B1S is... B1S, if I come from the north side... Oh, good. I got lucky. If I come from the north side, I will go right, right, right. again. Okay, and this time on the front. I hope there's nothing in the siding already. That would be nice, but we'll see. So, and there's something in the way I enjoy CW that's somehow similar to enjoying economic strategy games, even if it isn't one. Yeah, I get that. Settlers 2 is on Ubisoft Connect. Thank you. Oh, I just looked at the icons desktop, and another great game I enjoy as much, Crusader Kings 2 and 3. I heard a lot of people like it a lot. It's very text-based it feels very text-based, and that's not something I enjoy the most. So I haven't played a lot of it. EU... Friend just gave me EU4, and I tried to play it, and I need to spend more time on actually learning it, but that seems very also text-based, and it's just not the thing that I enjoy the most. But then I discovered Crusader Kings 2 and 3, and now EU4 feels too toyish, board gamey in comparison. Yep. That's fine. And this is what I mean. It's not about what's a better game, it's just what do you like more right now. I think that's a very valid point. Okay. Nothing in the... Oh, there's something in that track. Which means I technically... Oh, I don't. I can just go through here and then back it up into what's already there. That's fine. Not a big problem at all. This will work. This will work just dandy. We'll just go through this, make a little more money, and then we're not poor anymore. That's helpful. Yep, keep on going. I can't wait until we can drive the big D20, I think was what it's called. But it's gonna be a while. Okay, idle time. So all we need is those 3 cars to get past the switch that's coming up here, and then we back it up into the furthest on the left. And then we'll get our money, and then we'll see what we'll do after. 1S, that's our track. Beautiful. That's our locomotive that we can't use that. I will try to show you that, probably, maybe? Trying something is a very skittish way to define something. I will maybe probably try something to do something. It's like, so are you or are you not? I'm like, kinda, yeah, I think so. Left, 1S, that's good. Turn you around, turn you on, turn you off. I do like these controls, and I think this game is probably pretty fun with VR. I've heard confirmations that it is. I just don't have a VR system set up, and I don't think I'm going to spend money on that. It's not something that I get excited about, if that makes sense. I do think I will be excited for this, but nah, I'm okay without it. Just a little over 10, that's nice. You look like you're going in the correct siding. Beautiful. I'm sure, so the cars that I just put on the other side, they were probably supposed to be not on that side of the cars that I actually pushed it on. Which means when someone is unloading them later, they will have to make a big run around and get them set up right, because the game is trying to be predictive of what you're doing, but generally it's going to be wrong of what you're doing. So it changes the gameplay, which is also, again, not a bad thing. I'm good. This is good. All we have to do now is this. Flip that one. That should turn the brakes on. Get that one and this one. Cool. So those are happy. For now, let's switch this one off. Cool. What's your problem? Oh, brake pipe. Yeah, that makes sense. I kind of did that on purpose. Let's see. Can I get in here? Yeah, I can't even get in the locomotive because license. Okay. Make some money. Jump to the White House. Not that White House, but this White House. Hope that I did it right, because there's a good chance I also just did a complete... Not the wallet. The job. Thank you. Validated! And it resets some other jobs over there, because the cars that we just dropped off actually generate the next job for us to do, which is awesome. And you usually get about 50% extra money if you do it fast, so we did that. Awesome. There's a wallet. There's all this stuff. Let's clean up what we don't need. Shunter menu. No. License freight haul. Cool. Go away. Train basics. Train drivers. Nope. Go away. Locomotive. Yes, I know how to drive this now. Thank you. DB guide. All the other stuff is important enough. I didn't mean to pull that up. But yeah, what do we have here? When I went to EU4, it also didn't exactly look like something I would enjoy, but then I got into how it felt like actual history simulation compared to board game Civ, but its CK overshadowed that. Okay, I get that. Back in high school, I had a lot of special interest in history, and I had a couple courses for that, and it was actually really fun to learn it. But I don't remember all of it, so now when I would play games, I wouldn't be able to fact-check everything just by myself. I would have to look it up. And then it turns into work, and then, I don't know, it just does those things. Okay, so at this point... Oh, is the shunting job going from the iron ore to the steel mill? What now? That feels really weird. Load and prepare transit ore for departure. Oh, I just prep it for departure. That makes more sense. Yes, and then we would have a steel mill job. So yeah, when I look at this now, there's only one thing that I could do. Two things I could do. There's a freight haul that we could actually do right now. To the steel mill, but I could also set this one up, get money, and then have two freight hauls to the steel mill that I should be able to put together on the two trains that I have, which is how you make the most money, because when I have this job done, I essentially made 9,000 on this one because of the bonus, and then I get another, looks like 12,000 for taking that one to the steel mill as well. So combining those two jobs, what we should be able to do, because everything is downhill, should get us 24,000 plus 50%, so close to 36,000, assuming we don't derail. But it is 10:46 for me. I do usually wake up at 7, so we're going to call it. I do very much appreciate seeing all you guys here. Nice to hang out with all of you. Thanks for coming. And I have no idea when the next stream will be. I have no idea what the next stream will be about, but we'll see. As long as you see the yellow, brownish walls, it means I'm in my old house. Once you see more grayish white walls, I will be in my new house, so you'll know that. But that won't happen at least until July 2nd. So there's a little bit of time. And there's a little bit of time when I definitely won't be available in between then. So, Hanako, yeah, I'm actually not that much knowledgeable about actual history, but it's more about EU and more so CQ3, yes. It's a nice simulation. I just need more interaction without reading the interaction. I usually skip all the text parts, and that's what gets me. That's what doesn't get me on those games. That's okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I'll see you again next time. Bye.